World. I am super excited here. Let me check if I am live. So, I wanted to jump on. I know it's Friday night. This is an impromptu video, so definitely was not planned ahead of time, right? But I wanted to jump on here. Let me make sure that my audio is actually working before I start chit chatting away and having a conversation with you guys. But I wanted to jump on. I know it's Friday night. I know people are busy. Just quickly share some announcements of what's going on in the world that I am in. So, for those that don't know me, my name is Jennifer Sanchez, right? I'm the founder of the Women's Institute of Self Development and Efficacy. I know that's super long, so call it WISE for short. I also have a running community called Fat Girls 501c3. And I'm also a real estate investor. So I do a whole bunch of different stuff. But one of the things that was an inspiration to me this week, that actually one of my colleagues, a real estate investor, reached out to me and made a suggestion. And I thought, this is such a great idea, because a lot of people, especially in my investment community, don't know that I've been doing coaching since 2018, and I have a women's community that I support. And I've graduated 60 women out of my coaching program since 2018. So I've been pretty active. I'm very well connected. I know a lot of people, so I've been blessed that way, right? So one of the things, and if you guys are watching, say hi. One of the things that I am doing right now, and if you guys know me, you guys know I do a lot, right? And I always hear this all the time. Jennifer, I don't know how you do it. Jennifer, you're a badass. Jennifer, this, Jennifer, that, right? It's constant. Like, a lot of people want to know how I get things done, right? And everyone knows that I'm a marathon runner, and everyone knows that I train, I train and I lift weights, and I have my coffee show, and I was working, right? So I'm doing all these things, right? I'm a real estate investor. And how do you have a running community? And how do you still have a social life? And how are you still a mom and managing things with your children, right? And one of the biggest things that I think I'm good at, hi everyone, I'm really good at, is being able to allocate what's important and where I want my energy and my effort to be poured in, right? And that is why I'm here this morning for those that are, and I'm opening this up for men and women, this opportunity, right? I'm looking for 5 people to work with. And I'm going to show this real quick, what I created. It's a March challenge. So we are on day 1 of, first day of March. So for the next 30 days, I want to challenge you to get more done than you have in 6 months. So I am going to teach you how to increase your productivity while adding more of what you enjoy in your schedule. And this challenge is co-ed, okay? So what I've always been good at, and I've been blessed since college, right? I was part of a coaching program in college with one of my professors, and I was her teacher assistant, and I learned about life coaching. That's where I embraced coaching, and she taught me how to be productive. She taught me how to do a calendar. She taught me how to manage my time. And ever since then, it's been a life changer. And trust me, time management is not always like up to par, right? Sometimes, and if you guys are watching, guys know, you guys probably keep a calendar, but the way that I keep a calendar, especially those times that I really need to be productive, that I have a lot of activities, it's like it's a calendar that's on crack. Okay, that's the best way of saying it, right? I'm really hyper focused. I really want to put down what I'm doing, and I really want to know what I'm focusing on for that season, that quarter, that month, whatever it may be. So I'm really good at doing that. And again, I've been mastering it since I was in college. So what? It's been like 15 years, right? That I've been practicing and doing this. And a lot of the women that have graduated from my community, my coaching program, learn this and they implement it. And now they're rock stars and they're managing a lot of different projects at one time. But it takes practice. So that is what I'm coming here is I'm looking for 5 people to work with for the next month. Okay. You let me know if that's you. But if you know how I operate and you know how I am and you know I do a lot of things and you're always wondering how the hell does Jennifer do all this stuff, I challenge you to sign up to this challenge. I'm still putting stuff together, but what it's going to be every Monday night at 8 p.m. We are going to gather via Zoom. Okay, so every Monday night at 8 p.m. So that's starting this Monday. How many Mondays is that if you guys are watching, right? So it's the 4th, the 11th, the 18th, the 25th, and the 1st. So I'm doing it up until the 1st of April. Every Monday, I'm going to be gathering with you guys via Zoom. Is your coaching program free? I am an LPC, but I would love to get more knowledge. The coaching program is not free, actually. So I could share more information with you on that, but definitely I can talk to you more about. So this challenge that I'm doing, there's an actual cost to it. I am going to put a cost to the challenge because, again, it's a life-changing experience. If you can manage your time and figure out how to manage your time appropriately, you can put a lot of things in. And trust me, the women that have graduated, like I said, it's been a life changer for them, and they could talk about it and they could share their testimonies on it, on how it's helped them. And once you kind of understand this principle about managing your time, it's never going to go away. And even if, let's say, you struggle a little bit, you fall off the boat, maybe you don't manage it as best as you could, it's still a lot of principles that are applied that you won't lose with it, right? So what I'm doing is, this challenge is 149, okay, 149. So that's what I'm going to be charging. So for the next 5 Mondays, right? But here's the thing I want you to remember, right? You guys spend that money on dinner, going out, doing all these things. You could easily spend that money on shopping in one weekend, maybe if not more, right? But if that cost of enrolling into this program, this challenge for 1 month makes you 50% more productive, think about the money that you can actually get back in return, right? So you want to make sure that anything that you invest in has a good ROI, return on investment, right? We all know this. You would get into coaching programs, you get into investment programs, you get into different things, right? You get into a lot of different activities, right? And by doing so, you expect a return on investment. So think about this. If you can manage your time a lot better, what would that do for you? Right? And I'm just going to be quiet for a little bit. What would that do for you if you can manage your time in the sense of what's going to how would family life look like? How would your social life look like? Would you be able to invest in more hobbies and things that you love? How would your business look like? Right? There's some that run some businesses and they look like hot messes when they run their businesses. I'm just saying, right? How is it that Jennifer has been able to train for marathons, raise kids, run a show, have an organization, have a 501c3, work a full-time job, and have, healthy kids all there, and none of them have died, right? Like, I'm putting it, and I'm being funny, guys. Haha. Right? My happy, healthy, right? They're good kids, right? I get to still invest time in them. I'm very strategic on spending time with my children. I'm very strategic on spending time with women in my community. I'm very strategic spending time with people in my investment community, right? So I definitely, if you do, it would be my first coaching for my always for years wanted life coaching, 149. It would be my first. I'm trying to understand what you were. I always for years wanted life coach. I mean, I'm definitely down to work with 5 people. Like I said, 5 people. I'm looking, if you really are interested, I think this is a great opportunity to really just get the ball rolling in your life. And like I said, easily people spend that money so quickly on the weekend. I'm pretty sure people are going to go out this weekend and spend it like that. But if spending that amount of money and getting involved and learning how to manage your time for a month, and if you allow me to show you how to manage your time appropriately for a month, your productivity is going to increase like crazy. You're going to get more done. And then one of the biggest things that I encourage people is doing the things that you actually love to do. Right? How many times have I had a conversation with someone and they're like, I can't find time to do that. I can't find time to work out. I can't find time to do these activities. I don't know how you do this, Jennifer. I don't know how you have time. Well, there's there is a way to finding the time. You just have to actually sit down and think about it and apply the tools that I would teach you. So I'm putting this out there again. I'm going to show it. And I know for a fact that this works because I've had women. And again, this is opening. I'm for men and women. This is for co-ed, right? I've had women come into the program with chickens. What is it? Chickens with no head, basically. That's how their life was, right? They were running around, had no direction, didn't know what to really focus on. Just think about a chicken with no head, right? And then finally, I sat down with them and worked with them, and they were able to really identify what they were trying to work on and really how to do that. So again, I want to encourage you, reach out to me if you want to take advantage of this. I'm looking for 5 people that want to join me for the next 30 days. This starts Monday. Every Monday night, we're going to be gathering together via Zoom. And I'm excited because this is something that I enjoy doing. And I will actually give you the tools and the resources to have a successful 30 days. And the goal after this 30 days is not only will you see the results, right? Not only will you see how happier, how healthier, right? Mentally healthier you're going to be, right? Let's think about that for a second, right? How stressed are you? You overbook yourself. You might be like, oh, I can't find time to do this. I can't find to do that. Whatever it is, maybe you have someone complaining at home. Your spouse is constantly complaining about what you do outside of the household, right? Maybe they don't feel like you spend enough time with them. You know how it goes for those married folks or people in relationships, right? The way that you can see what are you actually doing with your time. And like I said, I've helped 60 women graduate out of my coaching program. This is not my coaching program, by the way. This is a challenge, totally separate thing. But I definitely will help you manage your time better. And the goal is that every month, now you could do it. Once you have the tools, you could do it for yourself and do it the next month and then do it the next month and so on and so forth, right? And then, of course, I want to make sure that while I'm on here, I want to make sure this is a friendly reminder for the women. Now, this is not co-ed, right? I do have my women gathering tomorrow, my life and business mastermind session at Upturn Properties in Berwyn, Illinois. 2 hours, $35. Come network and get some accountability for your goals. Again, Berwyn, great space. I'll be there with a lot of women from my community. So I'm definitely excited about that, you guys. But I encourage you, take advantage. If you want to manage better, you know that you have some issues with it. Maybe you're struggling. Maybe you're really stressed out because you don't manage your time appropriately. Reach out to me because I'm more than happy to help you figure that out. Because, wouldn't you be happier overall, just like in life, right? If you could manage your time better and feel satisfied with what you actually did for the day, that would make a total difference, right? So I definitely want to encourage you guys to check that out. And then finally, of course, Monday, I have a coffee chat show. Want to make sure I put that out there. We're going to be having Denise Portillo Crone on with us as our guest. So I'm super excited to have her on Monday at 7:30 in the morning. But like I said, I hear this all the time. People are always asking me, Jennifer, how do you do it? How do you do all these activities? And as a mom and as a single mom, all right, I'm going to put that out there, right? As a single mom, how do you work full time, manage your kids, have a social life, be part of the investment world? How do you manage, your organization? How are you a runner? How do you train for a marathon? How are you lifting weights, right? These are all the things I do, but I am very strategic and specific on how I do my day to day every day. And that's what I will teach. So men, women, whoever wants to be more productive, make more money, reach out to me, right? Because I really promise you, that I will definitely give you some tools and some resources that can change the way that you operate on the day-to-day. So God bless you guys. Thank you for being on with me on a Friday night. I appreciate you guys. And if you have any questions, just DM me, send me a direct message, and we could chit chat some more about it. Okay.